Uh, Relieved, I think. I mean, the three teams that we've beaten are the three teams that we were supposed to beat on paper, and that's always nice. It stings a lot when you drop a game to kind of a team that's considered an underdog or a team that you're supposed to win against. And I think that we didn't play our games against those three teams so well either. So yeah, hopefully that's behind us now. I actually think that the CB LOL has been surprisingly good. I mean, we scrimmed against them. I think the second day after we arrived in Mexico, and yeah, we were really pleasantly surprised by them. Actually, we felt that they were a pretty good team against us in scrims. Like they did a lot of the fundamentals well. They were decisive. They were aggressive. Obviously, I'm sad to see Fnatic lose, but it's nice for Brazil. I think Brazil is such an insanely passionate region, and they have such like involved fans. So I'm happy for the Brazilian fans. Yeah, we asked them beforehand if it was okay, because I thought it would be a nice thing to do. It's really important to me that everyone that we play against and everyone that like qualified gets one. And in the past, it's sometimes been difficult to make sure that like you can find a time to meet with every single team. So I thought that this was probably the easiest way of making sure it got done, because I haven't managed to we haven't found a slot to give Isurus one, for example, yet, and we already played against them. And the same for RNG. So hopefully this makes it easier for the future. I think Armut's a player that is just really fantastic when he's feeling confident. He's a player who I think he goes into every game with no fear whatsoever, assuming that he's going to be able to pick his champions and be really, really, really good on them. So, I mean, Nara has just always been a champion that he's been fantastic on, and I think, he's proven that over and over again. So whenever Armut tells me that he wants to pick Nara, I lock in Nara. Yeah, sure. I think that's kind of the Mad Lions way. The last thing that I would want is to be disrespectful towards anyone. I think that all of the teams at the World Championship are good teams, and I insist that we don't disrespect anyone to our players, especially the minor region teams, because that's how you end up losing to them. But I just think that that's a big part of how I think it's important to come into a match prepared that way. I think if you go into a match afraid or thinking that they're better than you or something like that, then it's a recipe for losing. And I think you should just focus on yourself and focus on being the best you can be and focus on your strengths. And if you can leverage those well, then, you have a good shot, right? So, no, I don't think we should be afraid of anyone, frankly. Even if we are considered underdogs, right? Which is, perfectly reasonable against certain teams that would be considered underdogs. But if anything, that just, I think, puts pressure on the enemy team more than anything, right? Like I was saying earlier, if you think that you're the favorite and you're supposed to win this match, then I think there's a correlation between that type of thinking and playing worse. So I think that's, if anything, it's just an advantage, but that you shouldn't focus on it.